Hello. Oops. I'm hoping that this is live. My computer. Let's see if I'm live. I am. All right. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello to anyone who's joined. Thank you for joining. I put an event, so I'm hoping people saw it and are able to join today. So thank you so much for being here, those of you who are here. Hi, Irene. Feel free to say hello. And just to introduce myself, I'm Maria. I'm a psychic success coach. I have a past life in Western psychology as a music psychotherapist. I've been in the healing world for a long time. And I transitioned into this work because my gifts were so much so that I could no longer really operate in your typical Western medical model. And it didn't feel authentic. So here I am doing my own thing, my own business. And I'm really passionate about helping people get what they want. And I am here offering free live readings for those who are here to watch and who want to comment and let me know what it is that you're working on and what your goals are. Just ask one goal and I will let you know what's standing between you and your goal. So if anyone wants to share. Hello, Irene. I'm looking at my computer because the camera wasn't working here. And I am looking at the comments. Is anybody watching, Irene or anyone else, want to share maybe something that they're moving towards, something that they're creating or building in their life? Okay. Hi, Christina. Okay, growing your business and shrinking your waist. Got it. I love that. Okay, so if you could pick one, let's do business, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read your energy out and go into your energy. So when you ask a question, it's really important for me to be ethical, okay? So when you've asked, then that means you've given me permission to move in and check you out, okay? So I'm going to accept that. Thank you very much for giving me that gift and the honor. And I'm going to move in to see what's going on with Christina Campbell and growing her business. So Spirit, thank you so much for guiding Christina and I today. Show me what is standing between her and growing her business. For her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all, the session has begun. So it's interesting. I'm seeing that there's some relationship, Christina, between you and like a sense of duty or a sense of honoring some kind of process. I see there's a relationship with like piety, but I'd see it more around like rules, around hierarchy in the line of business that you're in. And the reason that's getting between you and growth is because there's a need to ask for permission or a waiting happening for you to go and take action that's more representative of you and who you are authentically. And I'm seeing, I don't know, like do you have a mentor or someone in your life who is maybe creating a lot of tension, maybe speaking to you in a way that generates a certain amount of tension or discomfort? And it seems like there's some energy, someone who may be a source of pressure and discomfort in this way. And encouraging you to follow some kind of hierarchical system, something, that's been tried and true or tested or not. And it's keeping you in your lane, but actually it seems like you may not be in the right lane. Like there may be risks that you are more open to taking than you realize, and that are more authentic to you than this kind of pious, I'm going to follow a certain set of rules. Okay. So my recommendation to you is get in touch with your body. If there is someone in your life or some theme, some energy, some person that is, whenever you're kind of in its presence and it's very much like follow this, follow that, do this, do that, check in with your body. You want to be moving through those feelings and not holding on to them, because that is what's giving you more resistance to taking action in the ways that are better suited for you than maybe some of these strategies and things that you're doing. Okay? Let me know if any of that resonates in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and tap out of your energy. Christina Campbell, thank you again for letting me into your space and let me know. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for showing me, Christina and I, what's standing between her and growing her business for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. Session is closed. And Christina, one last thing. It looks like that voice, that energy, it may be a mentor now. It also may be like what we would call an introject in psychology, where you've internalized the voice of someone in your life when you were younger. Like I'm getting a lot of emotion moving through my body, a lot of grief. And you've internalized that. And that's also part of this. And maybe that's why you're also attracting people in your life that are telling you what to do and how to do it, and kind of putting you down and making you small. And so I always recommend healing for people of every kind, who've gone through any kind of trauma around, any kind of abuse at all. So Christina, take care of yourself. I'm thinking about you. Okay. Christina Howard. Hi. I remember you from last week. Thank you so much for coming back. I would be thrilled to do a reading for you. I also see here that Irene wrote before. So I'm going to do Irene and then I'm going to go to you, Christina. Okay? So Irene, wonderful. Thanks for coming. You were the first to join us. So thank you for being here. Let's see. Moving from Germany to Cyprus, should or shouldn't? Let's look into it. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, thank you so much for guiding Irene and I today to see what she should do or what will help her, support her in making the decision to move from Germany to Cyprus or not. What's getting in her way of seeing her path? Show me for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. The session has begun. I can feel the weight of this decision, Irene. There's a lot of energy around it. Holy moly. Wow. Okay. And I'm wondering if there is a person in your life, it looks like it's a woman, a female of some kind, that you may be trying to move away from. Is there a broken relationship of some kind that has caused this move? There's a presence there. There's a little, I want to say it's like a battle in the sense that there's not a lot of flow here, not a lot of surrender with regards to this person, to this relationship. It also might be an identity that you're holding on to, but it really seems like a specific person. So I'm wondering how you can seek more surrender and more ease and more trust around the process through which you went with regards to that person. And that's going to be really important for you to get clarity here, because, I don't want to tell you what to do or what not to do. All I can see is that you're clearly looking for some kind of relief and respite from the intensity of what's happening to you and what's happening in the relationship that I'm seeing. But it's really important for you to access that energy now, that surrender now, that trust now, that ease now, so that you can have the clarity that you seek with regards to this decision. And that relationship, that person is really troubled and going through their own process and their own like inward battles, if I can say it like that, with regards to their identity. I don't think they weren't intentionally trying to hurt you or intentionally trying to put you in any position that was uncomfortable or unhealthy for you. And like that power differential. And also, it's really healthy for you to set a boundary. It's just that I would urge you to find surrender and peace so that you can cut the cord without needing to go somewhere else. Okay? And yeah, I mean, I hope that provides some clarity. Let me know in the comments if that resonated or not, Irene. And I'm wishing you the best. I'm going to close out this particular reading, but I'm thinking about you as you make this big decision because I feel a lot of energy around it. Tap into surrender. Find the things that feel good. Find surrender in things that are easy. Like what's easy for you to trust. Access that feeling in your body and then project it in kind of soft ways. Begin with visualization and then kind of like a exposure therapy, if you would, with regards to surrender in that relationship. Okay? So, Irene, good luck to you. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding Irene and I into understanding whether or not she should move from Germany to Cyprus. Continue to guide her for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. The session is closed. Okay? All right, my next lovely person is going to be Christina. Christina Howard. Let's see what's going on with you in business, okay? All right, Spirit, thank you so much for showing me and Christina Howard what is standing between her and her business. What's getting in the way? What's blocking her at this time? Show me for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. The session has begun. So interesting. So interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing two things for you, my dear. Okay? I'm seeing two things for you. First of all, there's a sense that there's a race. Okay? You have this internal experience of like, I'm racing. This is like, I'm in the game of life. Okay? So like you understand that, you know, you can create your own reality. But it feels like a race and it still feels like you're competing against people, even though they're people that you care about, even though it feels like, you know, it's not like a nasty competition. There's definitely like admiration and support and in your industry or in the world that you're in. It still is like a race though. So there's pressure there. And my understanding is that we need to relieve that pressure. Okay? You, in order for you to gleam and shine and be seen, you gotta relieve some of that pressure and that sense of this is a race and I gotta get somewhere and I'm competing against certain people. Okay? And the other thing is that there's a sense that you may need some kind of like special effect. Like imagine like a male peacock, okay? Strutting around, right? Doing his like mating dance and he's got his plumes all out and he's really beautiful. And there's a sense that you're missing that in order to be seen or recognized or get the business that you're wanting, you need to have some kind of special effect, right? That you have to be super beautiful and special and glamorous, and that you're meant to have some kind of process by which people see this specialness and this glamour, and they come to you. And the reason this is the reason this is the problem is because you're making it as something outside of you. Okay. And the I'm getting goosebumps just like talking about this. You have a real something that you haven't tapped into. Okay. A specialness about you that you haven't tapped into because of the pressure. Okay. And because you're seeing like the art of attracting as being something outside of you. Okay, my dear. And the reality is it's really about tapping into what's special here. And I would, if I were you, do a couple of things. I'm interested in, I don't know if you do anything with human design, if you know what that is, but I would be interested to know if your root is defined or undefined, because I'd be interested to know if that's where the pressure is coming from. And secondly, I feel like you need more movement in your life. I feel like you need more, not static meditation, movement meditation to get inspired. So doing activities that require more movement and are meditative in the sense that you're in a trance, whether it's like you're cycling or you're walking or you're doing yoga or something, that is going to help you get in your flow. Okay, my dear? Okay, Christina. So I want to hear if that resonates with you. Please write in the comments, my lovely Christina. And I'm wishing you the best. I'm sending you power. And I'm telling you, you've got something, and it's like, whoo, I'm getting goosebumps. You've got something really special in you. And I just want you to work to see it. Get to moving. Get to doing things that really inspire you. Not necessarily the glamour and the show and the, the stars and the stripes and everything, okay? All right, I'm going to sign out of Christina Howard's reading. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me and Christina to see what is going on with her and her business and her relationship to her business. What would be stopping her? Continue to do so for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. This session has closed. Wow, Christina, I already see that energetically you've gotten a lot of closure. You've already moved. You're really, you've actually already had a shift. So you are doing great. I'm very happy for you. I'm really excited for you. So let me see who else commented. Show me the comments. Show me the comments. Oh, Irene wrote something here. Oh, my love. Irene, I'm so sorry to hear that your husband passed. Yes, and there's this person. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot. And what I would suggest in this situation, because it's such a tender and such a really raw personal situation, is that you seek ways of surrendering where you can now, because the break is not going to resolve the relationship or the feelings that you're having. They may show up in a different way in some other place. So I want you to seek your peace in Germany before you decide to leave Germany. Seek your peace with that particular relationship and like the burden of that, and the grieving of your husband before you decide to take another step. Okay? All right. Let's see. Who's next? I think my dear Haley Elder. Haley, are you still with us? Are you still here? You are! Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, Haley, you want to know what's coming through. Let's see. Okay. Paula, if I can, I'm going to be here till 12:45, so I'm assuming I'll have plenty of time. Okay, I think you're next. Or no, I think it's Haley, then Haley, then Honey, and then I will get to you, Paula. Okay? All right, let's see. Spirit, thank you so much for guiding Haley and I here today. Please show us what she may be needing to know at this time for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. The session has begun. Interesting, Haley. I want to know if you have an issue, a physical issue in your left arm or on your left side, left hand. Can you answer in the comments if you're having a physical ailment? Let me know, because I'm picking up on some physical stuff that might be happening with you. And I want to know you don't know that you're having health issues at all. Okay, let me tap into it, because I'm feeling like acute pain. All right. Let me see what's coming through. All right. Wow. Ooh, gosh, it's so strange. Okay. So I'm wondering what your relationship is with feeling like you are all out of luck. I'm picking up that you may be feeling like you're moving too slowly, that you're not as lucky as other people, and you're feeling maybe shut down emotionally as a result because you're not open. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this, okay? So I read energy bodies, but in these mini readings, I just pick up kind of a general thing. But for you, Haley, what I'm getting is on the left side of your energy body, there's a lot of constriction. And the energy is not flowing as I would expect it to. And that is like your inner life and your inner world. And that's why I'm asking, because you may be experiencing stagnation and exacerbating it because you're closing yourself off to your emotional life. And I'm going to explain to you why that matters, because your emotional life it's stored it's in your body, and that's what allows you to kind of process and move through things, okay? And your emotional world is informing you all the time of what's happening inside your body, what stories and what energies are present in it. If you've shut yourself down to that communication, then you aren't, well, first of all, you're not living in the present moment, so you may not be as happy. But secondly, you aren't taking the steps that are aligned in the present moment, given the present moment information that you receive from your body and your emotional body, that would allow you to get to the places you want to go and to attract the things that you want to attract. Haley, let me know if that's resonating with you. And it was such an acute, energetic thing that it felt painful to me. So I'm wondering if you are feeling closed off, and if you're okay, good. Yeah. And I'm saying it's like, it was acutely painful. So there's a lot of emotion, a lot of stuff that you're not picking up on because you're not allowing it to come through. Okay. And the feelings of disappointment that you're so ever very used to feeling are the reason that you're not feeling your emotions. And there's two things I want you to recognize. First of all, that's totally fine, and it's a perfectly normal coping mechanism. Okay, so you're not alone in this. And second of all, that there is an easy step that you can take to get to opening your heart. Because a lot of what you may see in the industry is like, oh, open your heart, you gotta dance, and you gotta breathe, and you gotta wear lingerie, and you gotta be in your feminine, and blah, blah, blah. And like, that's all true. But for a person whose familiarity with disappointment is so acute, that is extremely intense. And I always opt for gentle over non-gentle. What is it? Painful, dramatic, whatever, like eruptive, okay? Especially in this kind of situation. So the first thing is your relationship with disappointment is familiar to you, okay? So the first thing to recognize, your first step is, wow, my body is choosing disappointment as its natural, like it's like as a natural state, as like an easy access state. Like what's like your base level? My base level is being disappointed. And that's only because my body's familiar with it. Wow. I actually can choose something different. I can teach my body to choose a different state. Okay? So that's what I want you to do. I want you to start with, my body is just used to feeling disappointment, and I'm ready to choose a different state. And that I already know it feels scary for your heart. I can tell. So that's how you're going to ease into this work of opening. Okay? And that's how you're going to be able to really step into using things like affirmations and energy work that creates state change, because you're going to allow it to happen. You're taking the first step of saying, oh, this is my state. I'm ready for a different state. Let's do this. Okay? Sorry, my friends. My computer screen turned off, and I just want to stay abreast to all the comments, although it seems easier on my phone. So Haley, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was supportive for you. And I'm sending you a lot of love and power. I understand you, and I am sending you love, okay? So I'm going to step out of your energy. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding Haley and I to better understand her needs and where she's at right now. Please continue to guide her for her highest good, my highest good, and the highest good of all. Session has completed. Amazing. Haley, I want you to know that you've already had a shift. The energy's already improved. Because I'm telling you, acknowledgement, when you hear this, your mental body absorbs it, your physical body feels it, and you shift energetically, okay? So for those of you who are watching and are like, energy work, blah, blah, everything is energy work, because you are energy, okay? So it doesn't have to be something crazy or out there or not accessible to you. It's super accessible to you. You hearing this transition, you hearing these words, me reaching out to you, me holding you, you being in this community of these other people watching, and you being held by them, all of that is supporting your energy, okay? So Haley, I'm sending you love, and I have only 2 minutes. Let's see. Who did I say? So we got Honey and Paula. My dears, I am going to run out of time before I can get through your readings. And for that, I apologize. And I want to give you the opportunity to, I have a group where I do live readings, so you may join my group. If you go to my Facebook profile, it's like in the links. It's also in the, my banner photo. If you click on that, it'll be in the comments. Please join my group. I do free readings there. I'm also here every Wednesday at the same time, except for the week of Thanksgiving. I'm going to do it Tuesday at this time. Okay? And I'm here. Oh, honey, I want to. I really do, but I'm going to run out of time. I have to sign off in a minute, and I won't have enough time to do it in the way that I want to, which is always ethically with openings and closings. Okay? So I'll be here next week. I will have an event. It will send in a reminder. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for joining. You can join my group. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much. Take care.